All right.
It's Diti. Her name is Diti. Her name is Diti.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hi, Diti. We have a good membership count today. Hey, Ashwin. Hey, Diti.
They were all there for the pick it up Bhavesh, maybe.
I
Yeah.
remember. I remember their names. I was like managing the rooms, right? So, Hariprashan, why don't you formally start the meeting and then we'll go with the shipwreck event.
Sure, God. Okay, let's start. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters guests. I am Hari Prashant from Second Year Aerospace Department. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you all to the 220th meeting of Amrita Toastmasters Club. Let me introduce the rules. First, there should be no talk about sex, politics, and religion. Second, the speakers are requested to keep their audio and video on. Third, the audience can keep their video on, but they're asked to keep their mics off unless called upon. Now let me hand over stage to our president, Toastmaster Bhavish. Over to you, Bhavish.
Thank you, Hari Prashant. Again, as I was saying before, let me repeat. We'll be having an informal, impromptu speaking session today, and we'll be having this in a form of a debate called shipwreck. Now, what you do in shipwreck is someone of among us will allot a character to you. You'll impersonate the character and talk why you require that last lifeboat when the ship is sinking. All right. So why should everybody else choose to save you? It's going to be a simple, fun debate, and the characters can be fictional characters, or some real life personalities. It can be anything that the people choose here. All right. I hope that made sense. Anybody, any doubts? Feel free to ask.
Hi, I'm sorry, my screen was still loading. I couldn't say hi earlier. Could you repeat the topic for the impromptu speech, please?
Okay, there's no topic per se. We'll give you a character. You'll impersonate the character and tell everybody why you should be the one that should be saved from the sinking ship. All right.
This is for the impromptu speech itself?
Yeah, this is the impromptu speech. It's going to be a fun session. All right.
Sure. Thank you.
Sure. So let's have the speaking time limit for 1 to 2 minutes, and I encourage everybody to speak at least for 1 minute. All right. I'll act as the timer for the day, and character allotment, we can just do it all together. Sure. Okay, shall we start? Why don't you guys turn your camera on? Feel free to. We are just a few people here, right? We have a good number too. So, hi Varshini, we are going to have an impromptu speaking session in a form of a debate. We'll give you a character, impersonate the character, and you can start talking. All right. As we continue, you'll get to know a little bit more. Malvika, why don't you start? Would you be interested in starting?
I can be any character. Like I don't know exactly how it goes.
Nah,
So we will watch some
anybody
person
else
do.
can choose one. Diti, would you like to give a character to Malavika? Anything fictional, some real life personality, anybody.
Malika, you said you are a reader, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite character? The most favorite fictional character?
I don't know. Give me your most favorite fictional character.
Uh, okay, that's going to be a bit hard. Okay, let me go for something else. Maybe something easier. Um, Off the top of my head, maybe Draco Malfoy.
Gosh, I can think of all the reasons why I shouldn't be saved. If I go Malfoy.
All right. Your time
All
starts
right.
now.
Okay, my time starts now. Thank you so much, Aditi. Now, obviously, I'm Draco Malfoy, and I have to be saved. The first reason is, come on, I'm incredibly good looking. How can you not save me? Like, look, all the girls in the dormitories are just fawning over Draco Malfoy, and which is one of the big reasons why you should save me. Second of all, I'm rich. Okay, like there's going to be all this Malfoy wealth just sitting in this coffer, and if I don't inherit it, who will? Because I'm the only son. And all of it is going to waste. Do you want all of that to actually go to waste? While if I come back and at the end of the Harry Potter series, Draco is of course a good guy, so I can actually use my money for good purposes. And not to mention, I am handsome and rich, so that's like a bonus. And obviously, because I'm now a transformed person, I can also say that I can now manifest the good parts of being a Slytherin. That is because I was a Slytherin house for a reason. Obviously, I am skilled. I mean, I managed in the sixth part of the book to actually construct a gateway from Hogwarts to one of the shops in Diagon Alley, I think Boggin and Brooks, and actually managed to smuggle in all these Death Eaters under Dumbledore's nose. I mean, that clearly shows that I'm not a sissy like Harry Potter, for whom everybody had to die. So I think that makes me the best person to be saved. Like summing up, I think I am rich, I am handsome, I am clearly skilled, and you don't want to waste my money. By being alive, I can actually use my money for good purposes because I'm stinking rich. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Malavika. So, who would like to? Hariprasad, can you make up polls with the person and the character?
Sure.
That will help us finalize something like that. Apart from that, who would like to go next? How about Diti? Malavika can have her revenge.
Okay, let me think. Do you watch anime by any chance?
No, not at all.
Okay, bad. Alright. No, I'm actually thinking who should we be? Okay, since we're in the Harry Potter universe, I'm going to pick somebody from the Harry Potter universe, okay? Because I read a lot of Harry Potter books. I'm sorry about this, but I want you to be Dolores Umbridge.
I'm sorry, who?
Umbridge.
Oh, okay, the pink
Yeah.
professor. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. It's been a while since I've read the Harry Potter books or watched the movies, but I'm gonna try. Okay. Do you remember what her position in the Ministry of Wizards is?
I forgot what she was exactly, but like I think she'll be harder to defend than Draco Malfoy, which is why I gave her to you because she actually comes in the fifth part of the book and she makes a mess. She tells Dumbledore to get out, then she becomes the headmistress, and then she
Yeah, she
decrees, she
buys a
bans
bunch of.
Fred and George
Yes.
runs out, and all of that happens in that. So she's the worst character in Harry Potter series. So apart from Voldemort, so yeah.
Okay, okay. All right, I'll give it a try. Uh, okay, so I think the first reason that I should be saved as Dolores Umbridge is because I am really good at maintaining law and order, which is when you look at the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, there obviously is way too much freedom given to students, and it should be taken away if we are to make it the best school in the wizarding world. The other reason is that the Ministry of Witchcraft and Wizardry is rampant with corruption, and I believe I am the best person to take it out. If we are to support growth of wizards in such a way that they don't become like I'm sorry, what's his name? The one who shall not be named. Uh, I think it's important that I, a former supporter of the one who shall not be named, become the head of the ministry. So, because I know exactly what it is that leads wizards to turn into monsters like him. So, yes, I think that's why I should be saved.
Thank you, Diti. So, who else would like to volunteer next? How would Hemani?
Okay.
Awesome. Pranavi, would you like to give a character to Hemani?
Um, yeah, sure. What if you were Doraemon?
I was just thinking of Nobita and you just said no. So good. That's a really good topic.
Okay, so if I'm in a ship and if I'm a Doraemon, why should I be saved?
Yes. Assuming you do not have any gadgets on you.
Okay, this is a bit tricky. Come on. Okay, can I get a second one? Okay, so why I should be saved being Doraemon? Because number one, I'm sorry, Malvik, I'm not copying your point, but I'm cute. Like every kid finds me cute, so I should be saved. And number two, um, because I am like most favorite cartoon of every kid. So obviously people will love to watch me, and if people will get to know that I'm no more, then most of the childhood of many kids will be spoiled. And uh, apart from using gadgets, I have a brilliant brain. I give very good suggestions to Nobita. Implies that I am kind of smart. So I need to be saved. And okay, I give up. I get only these points right now.
Those are really nice, Hemani. So how about you give one for Sri Pranavi?
Okay. Let me give you my favorite cartoon. Go with Chota Bheem.
Chota Bheem, okay. Chota Bheem, yeah, every child likes Chota Bheem, and also he's brave and strong, and he can, I mean, he'll just eat one laddu and he'll get so much of Shakti. And yeah, so his strength is a huge reason why he could be saved, why I should be saved, and also, yeah, Chota Bheem. Yeah, he's strong, and then also he helps the king in giving many ideas to rule the Dolakpur city. So he has big brains also, apart from being strong. So he's strong and he has brains, and yeah, and he also has many friends who help him in many ways to, yeah. So, like, yeah. So, to sum up, he's strong, he's brave, and he also has a big brain. So, that is the reason why he'll have to be saved. That's it.
That's amazing, Sri Pranavi. So we have Hari Prashant. Anybody wants to give Hari Prashant a character?
Har Prashant, imagine you are Toastmaster Bhavesh. You have to be saved.
Thank you, Toastmaster Malavika, for giving us that wonderful topic. I don't think I wouldn't have got any more better character than Toastmaster Bhavesh, who is such a wonderful human being, to be honest. First of all, the thing which I had as Bhavesh, the thing which I have mostly is leadership skill. I can manage literally anything, even at the last moment, and I think that's one of my biggest strengths. Number two, the way I talk with people. I might be a stage extrovert, but I say that I am lacking conversation with people. But in the reality, it's not. I know how to talk with people outside the stage too. And number three, my speech skills, my organization skills. The way I can organize a meeting, even at even though we start organizing meeting 1 month ago, there might be issues which happens at the last moments and everything, and I would be able to manage all of them. And apart from all of those, the character, he is one of the kindest human being who can ever meet, and a go-to person you can ever get. I think as Bhavesh, I would be happy to say I would need to be saved to this world. Thank you. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Hari Prashant. I'm really blushing a lot. Your mic is off.
I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible now.
Yeah. So I want to give a topic to you now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Imagine you're Toastmaster Puja and then.
Okay. All right. Okay. If for the ones who do not know, Toastmaster Puja is the vice president membership of the club. If I was Puja and if I had to be saved, number one, she's an extremely kind person, and okay, she's an extremely kind person and caring person. From the other people that I've heard, she was part of the NSS club, and she used to be extremely generous and kind towards the children. They actually went to one school trip where they had to go clean the campus, help the children out, help them with various activities, and have fun, talk with them, play some games and all. So she was, as I was not part of the XCOM, I mean part of the NSS team, and from the news which I heard, she was kind, she was generous, and she was very helpful and understanding, and almost every children liked her. Apart from that, I know a fact that they shared their contacts with them, and those children started calling her even after the NSS camp because they liked her very much, and they asked her to come back to their school once again and things like that. So if there's a chance that if I am Toastmaster Puja and if I had to be saved, I would say that many children like me, and I'm extremely generous, kind, calm, and caring. So that would be a good add-on. Okay, that's great. So shall we continue for another round? We have only 6 people here. Or would you guys like to do another game? I have another one, which is more like a storytelling, similar to this one. Would you guys be interested in it?
Yeah.
And for the new people, Hemani and Diti, this is not the regular kind of way we have our meetings. Today, we do not have the members. Many members they were preoccupied with their exams and other stuff. So this is more of an informal session, right? This is not the usual form where we have our meetings. Usually, Toastmaster meetings are extremely formal, and there are various activities that you get to do. We will be having an orientation session tomorrow or day after tomorrow, which will be shared onto the group. You'll get a clear idea of what happens exactly in the club. All right. If you attend the upcoming meetings, you'll find it in a different way. Today is completely informal.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. Let me just open. All right. Give me 1 minute. My PPT is turning on. Let me know when my screen is visible. Is my screen visible?
Not yet.
No.
Okay, give it 1 minute. All right now.
It is visible.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, this is again in a similar fashion. So what I will be doing is that I'll give you a plot type, and a character. You'll have to weave a story which includes all these three. All right, a character, a plot, and a plot type. So shall we start? Anybody who wants to volunteer for the first one? I guess you guys can see the characters on the side, but anyways.
Can one of the Toastmasters give us an idea of how this works? So maybe you can go first.
Again, this is a very simple thing. You can just talk for 2 minutes. This is not a regular thing. All right, regular Toastmaster events are different. This is totally informal. Why don't Hariprashan start? Would you like to start, Hariprashan?
Yeah, sure. Raj.
You watched the movie Incredibles, right?
No, I haven't.
No, okay, not yet. Tangled.
Yeah, I have.
Awesome. So, are you able to see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what you are a hairdresser. All right. You are particularly a hairdresser, and you're running out of business. All right. And you have a fear of long things. All right. You're a hairdresser. You're running out of business, and you have a fear of long things. The plot type should be comedy, and the character to be included is Rapunzel. All right.
So, as a hairdresser, when I go around and look at the city, due to the modern pollution and everything, I can see the people are losing their hair a lot day to day, even though there are lots of other medicines available in the store. Only once, till then, I was thinking the same. Then one day I met Rapunzel, who has the longest hair in the world, and it keeps on growing even if you cut it. So I made her as my model, and uh, in front of the store, I used to keep her. So to see her itself, a lot of people came and with their wigs on, and my business started growing. And one the if you see if you had seen the movie, Rapunzel has an aunt who is who pretended to be her mom. She finally found us and got Rapunzel back, and I could run my business thereafter. Thank you.
Thank you, Hari Prashant. That was a nice story.
Bhavish, you're on mute.
That's great, Hari Prashant. Who would like to go for the next one?
I'll give it a try. Oh, okay, wait, no,
Sure.
let Diti go. No, I think Diti.
Diti. All right, sure. So, okay, my screen is not visible, right? Diti, have you watched Incredibles? Okay, that's a nice movie. Please watch, please. MIB?
No, sorry.
Minute. Okay, all right. Phineas and Ferb. Okay, Harry Potter, right?
Harry Potter, I have an idea.
Okay.
I can try.
All right. You know this character, right? Hagrid from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a normal day, and you're taking your dog out for a walk. All of a sudden, something knocks you down. It's a normal day. You're going out with your dog, and something knocks you down. The plot type of your story should be a quest.
Okay.
All right. Please include Hagrid from Harry Potter.
Okay. By any chance, can someone give me Hagrid's dog's name?
No. Yeah, Hagrid. You have a dog. It's not Hagrid's dog. You have a dog.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you're not. See, you're not Hagrid. You are you. You are. You have to include Hagrid in your story.
Oh, okay. All right. Um. Okay. So it's around 7 p.m. the 20th of March, and Hagrid and his dog are setting out on their usual survey of the Hogwarts grounds. Uh, Hagrid has already completed, I think, about the east and the west direction survey, and he's just going towards the south side. Um I think it's there is a forest that is on the south side, and while he is just walking, he hears those faint sounds of the ghosts that live in the forest, and it's a pretty usual sight, so he doesn't think about it twice. So he's just going on, walking through the woods, and as you know, his dog is big, but probably the biggest scary cat in all of Hogwarts. So he is already trembling with fear. And as they walk ahead, Hagrid seems to find a unicorn with the silver blood just bleeding out on the ground. This has already happened before. He is aware of the situation, but he thought that those dark black monsters which used to involve themselves in such kind of behavior have already been driven away from the Hogwarts grounds. So it's a mystery as to why this is still going on. He decides to investigate it, so he takes the next step forward. The dog takes a step backward, and at the next moment, the dog is gone. So it's just Hagrid alone in the big dark woods. He goes a little further ahead and sees that there is a new cave-in that's opened up, never before seen space. He thinks of his spider friend who used to live there. He thinks that maybe he's back now, so it's time to visit him. He walks to the door of the cave-in and sees that there is a new message written on the door, and it says, "Enter only if you are Hagrid." So, well, that's a pretty clear message, but that doesn't really give a clue to what could be the password that opens the door. So that's where the current chapter ends. Hagrid standing at the front of the door, wondering what it could be that only he can be summoned to help. Yes.
That's actually an amazing story. You ended it with a good suspense. Great job to Didi. Give me a minute. Okay, anybody else who would like to want to go next? I think Maravika raised your hand, right?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, from the cartoons which I mentioned, anything you've seen?
Yes, I've seen most.
Incredibles?
I watched Incredibles, yes.
Okay, I do not know from the first day which I've seen you, I kind of relate you to this character. I guess the goggles and the hairstyle.
Oh no.
Right, so
It's the hair,
you get the
right?
character.
Okay.
So you are a superhero costume designer. You are applying for an internship. All right. Convince Edna Mode by presenting your best design. Plot type should be both inspirational and comical.
Okay. Character to include. I don't know how fun I missed. So I walk up to Etna Mode, and obviously, because she's the lady that she is, she rejects me. And now I'm confused as to what do I actually do. So I happen to be one of those people with powers to actually travel back in time into the past. So what I do is I sort of beg her and force her and actually kidnap her into the past. Now, the truth is that I actually am very bad at designing. I spend heaps of money, and therefore I'm trying to find a way to hoodwink Edna more to give me a job and somehow sort of get into her comedy and then get into the administration and just just siphon off a lot of money and just escape. Okay, that's my actual plan. So which is why I must first get in for an internship. But then obviously she doesn't like me. She doesn't like my designs, which are very shoddy. So I kidnap her into the past and I take her to the Mughal court. Now, in the Mughal happens to be somebody who is called Mariam Uzzamani. Now, the thing about Mariam Uzzamani is she's famously known as Jodhabai, but it's not the 2008 version of Aishwarya Rai version of Jodhabai that's present. Mariam Uzzamani is actually a very powerful woman. She was, in fact, so powerful that she had a 12,000 member cavalry of her own. She could issue firmans in her name. And when the Portuguese decided to mess with her ship, which was the largest in the Red Sea, and burnt her ship, it was called the Rahimi, they burnt it. She made it a point to kick them out of India, and that's how actually the Portuguese rule kind of came to an end. So I go to this woman and I plot this and battle with Mariam Uzzamani and Etna Maud, and I pit them against each other. And because she's this powerful woman that she is, and Edna is obviously a Westerner. She comes to the Mughal court and she's dressed the way she is, and she goes in there and makes a fuss and starts ordering everybody about. Because if you've seen the movie, you know what kind of character she is. And obviously, Mariam was like, and she decides to kill her off, Edna More off, because if you know in the Mughal courts, these happen all the time, killing of sons and daughters and everything. In fact, the kind way to get rid of someone you don't like for the throne is actually blinding them. It's kind. So yeah, with Edna More dead, I go back and forge sort of. Uh, I don't know, some sort of letter which says grants me the right to her company. Go back, takes the company from her, uses her employees, makes a lot of money, and I will hopefully die rich. Thank you.
Okay, you'd make a great villain, Malavika.
You already compared me to Edna Moore, so.
Okay. Hey, we have Ananya and Mohit side. Hi, guys. You guys can turn your camera on. So we are having an informal session where we do impromptu speaking on given topics. Would you guys care to join in? Today is not a regular Toastmasters meeting, and it's more of an informal session.
Yeah, okay, I would love to join. Actually, I'm in my native village, so it's not good to turn on the camera right now. It will be a
Okay,
lot
it's
of
totally
disturbance.
understandable. We have Ananya too, right?
On.
Yeah, sure. You can turn your mic on when your chance comes to talk. You can keep it on.
Yeah, definitely.
Hi Ananya, you present? Okay, I guess Ananya is not here. How about we have Hemani talking next. Hi Hemani.
Yeah, I'll give a try.
Awesome. I hope you watched. Let's say, which is a nice one. Power Rangers.
No.
Okay, at least heard of it. Phineas Ferb.
Yeah, Phoenix and Ferb.
Okay. Okay, it's Phineas and Ferb. Okay, guys, great. Why did none of you watch any Indian? Okay, it's not even an Indian cartoon. These are international cartoons, right?
No, but I think like 2006 or like that time, I remember watching it.
Okay,
right?
no
So it
worries.
wasn't like-
This guy, just for context, this guy makes a lot of weapons, ends it with innator. For example, destroy the world innator, make a sandwich innator. He's a scientist, so he makes inventions and names it. He's an evil scientist, names it with innator. So it's like this: destroy the
Phineas
world
and Ferb,
innator.
right?
Yes, Mohit. Phineas and Ferb.
Doofenshmirtz.
Exactly. His name is Doofenshmirtz. He has a nice theme song to him. Okay, I'm not good at singing, so I'm not going to sing. But anyways, this is the character idea. So Hemani, so this is an evil scientist who creates a lot of missions. All right. So you join for a course to become a supervillain, and you are assigned.
Share your screen?
Oh, I'm not.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay. I'm really sorry. I thought I shared the screen. Yep. Is it visible right now?
Yeah.
I hope you have seen this game. Okay, this guy, you joined for a course to become a supervillain. I think I should have given this to Malavika. She makes a good villain. But anyways, you join a course to become a supervillain, and you will be assigned a teacher. All right. Your entire idea is to plot an evil plan, and the character to be included is Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Okay. First of all, I'm not a good story maker, so
It's okay. None of us are good story makers. We just make it on the way.
can I get the last chance? Right now, my brain isn't working.
Sure. Take your time. Would anybody else like to take this topic? Mohit, you know Doofenshmirtz. Would you like to take the topic?
Can you repeat the topic again? I know
Yes.
I used to watch the show.
Sure. So this is the story. You are joining a course to become a super villain, and you will be assigned a teacher in your course, school, or wherever you're studying it. You should convert a story in a form of an evil plan. All right, you'll have to make an evil plan right now. You have to include the character called Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Okay. So let me start by saying that if I was in that place, or then I would join the Muffins group. Means it's a group of evil villains in that world where Doofenshmirtz is also a member. I will join and ask to his apprentice. While lying, I should definitely have a very sad backstory, and I should name everything in last innator or a device. It has to be somewhat basic plot to that, and after that, my creation should be so idiotic that it destroys the world in a very awkward way. That's the basic evil plan one should have in Phineas and Ferb universe. So let me think like ice cream inator. It shows the large scoops of ice cream everywhere, destroying the whole planet. With a Mount Everest made up of ice cream, Statue of Liberty made up of ice cream. Humans are made up of ice cream. We are ice cream. We eat ice cream, and we conquer Earth and make it as ice cream world. In this, then Doofenshmirtz gets to know about me, and is very proud of me, and and makes the ice cream made up of broccoli. Then is the most evil plan one could think. Uh, After that, after learning with him, and one should definitely have a. I should not own a pet. I should not even. I should have an enemy like a pet animal who I want to fight it, but I don't want to fight it. I will fight every day with that pet sort of super trained super species platypus, and it's like if I keep a bug on it, means a tracking bug, it should look like a big cat, so that everyone should notice I am spying on it. And after every day you should leave your enemy so that they can come and fight tomorrow. So this what the plot goes on, and that's what I can say till now. That's what I just till this is how my mind came.
Thank you, Mohit. How about Sri Pranavi for the next one?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, Pranavi, okay. Have you seen MIB?
No.
Okay, nice. Aladdin.
Yeah, Aladdin, yeah, I have seen.
Okay, awesome. So, all right. You find a magic lamp just like Aladdin's lamp, but it's not a genie's lamp. All right. It's not the genie from Aladdin. All right. So your plot type should be a normal human versus high power being, like versus high power being. The character to be included is Jafar, trapped in the genie form. All right.
What is Jafar?
Okay. Jafar is the villain of the story.
Okay. I saw
Okay,
it.
for context, there is one genie, right? Blue color genie.
Yeah. Okay,
At
that's
the end,
Jafar.
what happens is that they trap Jafar, the villain, as a genie, and they put him in a lamp and they store him away.
Okay.
All right, Jafar is like the villain genie form.
Okay. Mm. Like, could you share your screen once again? Still, I'm not getting a clear idea.
Okay, Pranav, if you're not aware of the character, shall I give another one?
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Right, it's your wish. If you want this, you can continue. Or
What other characters do you have?
Minions.
I haven't seen Minions, but I have a slight idea about it. Like,
Okay, Cars movie.
okay, yeah, Cars.
Okay, that's nice. I hope you know Tomato.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you're in a very busy city. The city is crammed with motor vehicles. You have some important work to do, and you come across something strange. All right. The plot type should be you are going on a voyage and return. The character to be included is Tomato from the movie Cars. And an extra point is that he can only talk to you and nobody else.
He can only speak to me, like no one else.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, I'm in a busy city and there's a lot of traffic, and I'm stuck and I need to go to an important place. So basically, yeah, so I need to, okay. Okay, so there's a lot of traffic and I'm not able to move, and there is some congestion in the front, and yeah, so I really need to go to that place right now because I need to be there by 10:30, and since I'm a tow mater, like I need to like dig the place and I need to be there on time. So I need to go there. But there's a lot of traffic, so I'll be thinking like what to do right now. There's a lot of traffic, and so I'll get so I'll okay. Mm, I'm not sure how to.
Sure. Just continue with whatever comes to your mind.
Okay, I mean the tomato can only speak to me, right? Like I didn't.
Yes.
Okay. So suppose like okay, so what am I? I can be any role.
Yeah, sure. Your story, your role.
Okay, so I'm the traffic police controller, suppose. So the tomato comes and speaks to me and like asks like to clear the traffic so that the tomato can go on time. So I help in clearing the traffic, and the tomato reaches there on time. Yeah, that's it, I guess.
Thank you, Pranavi. I guess everybody has spoken, right? We have Hemani, right? Hemani.
Yeah, I'll go with the Aladdin story, I think.
Sure. I hope the screen is visible.
Yeah, it is.
So you're finding a magical lamp. It's not the regular Aladdin genie that you're finding. You have to include the character called Jafar. Please go ahead.
So it's like a confirmation is Zafar is nothing but the one who comes out of the lamp.
But you can assume to do that.
Sorry?
Okay, Jafar is a normal human who was transformed into a genie due to his greediness.
Okay.
It's like overview of the story. He's at the end of Aladdin movie, he becomes an evil genie.
Okay.
And another thing, a genie is a slave, so you cannot independently perform magic. You are a slave and you can only do it under a master.
So I am the genie right now.
You can be anybody you want.
Okay. So the plot is a person versus a high power.
Sure, if you want, you can alter also. Whatever you find comfortable with.
Okay. I have a plot in my mind. I just say it. I don't know whether it is.
Sure, go ahead.
Or not. Okay. So. Okay. My name is Ram, and I'm an average student from school. So today maths test was conducted and I scored very less, and my teacher was behind me of not scoring well, and she banged my back and I was so sad. and I was returning to home. As I was sad, I was wandering around the roads and all. There I find a magical lamp which is similar to the genie lamp, and I was a bit confused whether to pick it up or not. But my mind being overexcited one, I just went and picked it up, and as the books or the movies portrayed, I just rubbed the thing. Uh, when as soon as I rub it, there comes the genie, but it's not the actual genie like how they show it in the movies. He was quite scary, and as I turn around my surroundings, I just see that there's none around me. The whole road and all is empty, and none's around, and only I am the person facing Mr. Genie. I was scared, and as they show in movies or thing, I just thought that he will fulfill my 3 wishes. So my first wish was, the primary wish was to kill my maths teacher right now. But to but as I was seeing the genie, he was not a kind of person who was generous or someone. He was staring me with his big eyes, and I was scared. And as I was about to speak, he takes his weapon and he comes to kill me. And I I couldn't do anything rather than just moving behind. As I go behind the rock, I hit the rock and I just fell down. And as soon as I fell down, I opened my eyes. I was in a dream. Tomorrow is my maths test and I'm dreaming here. So I wake up from that dream and I properly finish my preparation and get ready for the maths test. Thank you. I'm so sorry. This was kind of rubbish story, I guess.
It was amazing. Yeah. Seriously, it was really good.
Thank you.
So I think I'm the only one left. Any topic that you guys want to give me?
Men in Black.
Sure. Oh, you want me to choose from mine? Wait a minute. Let me share my screen. Or you guys have anything apart from my topics, because I kind of have one speech for everything.
You are the Loki from Marvel Universe, but the plot is you want to save the world.
You're on mute.
Sure. All right. I'm Loki from MCU, and I'll have to save the universe. Okay, I'm going to take this from a multiverse point. I hope everybody's seen Loki, or else I'll give you a context. So, Loki is an evil brother of Thor, who's a superhero. Now, Loki wreaks havoc in New York City, and at the same time, almost destroys New York City in an attempt to rule the whole world. Now, Loki has this powerful scepter with which you can control other people's mind. And apart from that, Loki is part of the multiverse where there are many other Lokis, including a female version of himself and a monster version, kid version, and an alligator version of himself. All right. So I'm going to assume one of those characters, considering myself to be the good Loki. Now, as Loki, I'll have to stop another Loki who's plotting to say, create havoc over the multiverse. Now, the thing with Loki is that Loki is extremely narcissistic, which means he values his own opinion more than everybody else. And I have the same problem too, though I'm good enough. So what I'm trying to do is that I want to prove the world I'm good. While every other Loki wants to rule over the world in their narcissism, I want to prove the whole world that I'm good through my narcissistic nature. But as I start plotting, as I start fighting against the other multiversal Lokis available, I come across the alligator Loki. Now, the alligator Loki is teeny tiny, and I really have no grudge against the alligator Loki, so I simply pass over him. Then I come across an old man Loki who's extremely powerful according to the movie, according to this series. So I try to attempt to, bring him on my side so that he helps me defeat the other Lokis. The only bargain that I have with him is that he gets to rule a small part of the multiverse, which I'm not part of. So I set up bargains in such a way with every other Loki, trying to pull them on my side. They are narcissistic. They want something to prove them that they are good enough. So I give them part of multiverses which do not affect the main world. So I give them part of multiverses, and they get to rule their own state or country, and at the same time, the rest of the multiverse is safe. Thank you, and over to you guys. I hope it made sense. If you did not watch MCU, it might be a bit clamoring. I hope you guys had fun. Yeah, yeah.
Watched it yet, but that was a very interesting take.
Thank you. So I hope you guys had fun. It's almost been in 1 hour. I did not expect this. The thing is that we expected for a regular meeting, but unfortunately, many had their exams. Some were sick. Some went as judges to other club contests, which actually a nice thing. But yeah, we weren't able to have a good quorum today. But I hope you guys had fun today.
Yeah.
So I hope we can conclude the meeting right now. You guys wanna discuss anything or share something? Feel free to, or feel free to disconnect also. Before that, why don't we all